honey.
Hey guys, Tatiana Ward here with BeatFaceHoney.com, and thank you so much for joining me. I do makeup here on YouTube, and this channel is pretty much dedicated just to makeup and how to accomplish the look. But for those of you who want to get to know me more and a little bit more in depth, you can go to Instagram. That's where I really post my life. And you'll know if you follow me on Instagram that I really don't wear a lot of makeup. If I'm getting dressed, if I'm going out, this is the look that I'll wear. Just an eyebrow, eyelash, and a dark lip. That's always what I do. So I thought that I would walk you guys through my everyday look from top to bottom. So in this video, you will learn how I put on my foundation, how I do this slight contour, how I make my eyebrows crisp and defined, and also what I use to accomplish the red lip that you see me wearing all the time. So yeah, if you care to learn how I do my very simple everyday makeup, then I hope you'll stay tuned and watch how I do it. Okay guys, I'm going to start off my look by putting on my foundation. A lot of people ask if I use a primer. I don't use primer on myself or on my clients. I never found one that I actually thought worked or helped with the longevity of the makeup look. If you have a primer that you really like, that you swear by, comment below and let everybody else know, and perhaps I'll give it a try myself. But I like to use Black Opal foundation. It is a cream stick. This is a drugstore brand. And the color that I use is Heavenly Honey. You can get this for like 10 bucks at CVS. I put that all over my face. Then I take this brush to blend that in. This is the Sigma Cosmetics Flat Kabuki brush. It is my favorite concealer brush when it comes to cream foundations. And I'll go in circular motions. Now I just take my finger and I run it all over my face, not pressing hard, but sometimes you'll get streaks when you're putting on a liquid or a cream foundation. So I'm just running my finger over my face to make sure that there's no streaking. Now I'm going to take my Sigma Cosmetics large powder brush, and that's what it looks like. Sigma Cosmetics brushes are the brushes that I use on myself as well as clients. I swear by them. If you go to the information box below this video, there's a tab that says show more. You'll find a link and discount code where you can get 10% off of Sigma Cosmetics brushes and makeup. Okay, and what I'm spreading all over my face is MAC Cosmetics Mineralized powder. The color that I'm using on myself is medium dark. I'm going to show you how I do my eyebrows by just doing one brow. I'm taking this pencil. This is MAC Cosmetics Spiked brow pencil. Spiked is the color. Okay, and I start by outlining the bottom portion of my eyebrow. And you can see already that that has created a shape to the brow that wasn't there prior. And now I extend the brow outward. I'll also draw right up top. There's some places where I'm fuller and have more hair than others. And then I'll go in between, just making light strokes. But I am going to get something close to perfection by using the concealer trick. So what I'm going to do is take a cream-based concealer. This is my favorite concealer. This is what I use on most clients. I like cream anything over liquid anything. This is MAC's Studio Finish. It's a full coverage concealer. The color that I use on myself is NW30. I'm using my Sigma Cosmetics Flat Definer brush, and the brush looks like this. I'm dragging it along the edge of the brow that I've sculpted, and then fanning that product out. And there you can see in comparison how one is a lot more shapely than the other. All right, I'm going to take that same concealer that I used on my eyebrows and taking my finger and putting that under my lid. I spread that onto the top of my cheekbone. And any woman of color tends to be darker on her upper lip. That goes for you Italians and Greeks and Armenians as well. We always tend to be darker on the upper lip, so I always like to lighten the upper lip. Now this is a part of contouring, however, I'm not going extensively into contouring my face. I'm putting some on my chin as well. and a little bit in the center of my forehead and between the brows, just a tiny bit. And I'll drag whatever remainder is left down the bridge of my nose. This part of your forehead is elevated, it's raised, so naturally it's going to get more sunlight. The highest part of your cheekbones is going to get more sunlight, which is why we spread the concealer down onto that area. This little part of your chin is extended more so you're going to put light right there. That is just the very, very, very basic tip of the iceberg of contouring and highlighting. I am going to set those areas of my face that I put concealer on with this product, with banana powder. This banana powder is from Ben Nye. You can use translucent powder from MAC, which is also what I'll use a lot. This right now is my favorite, and that's why I'm using it. And to set that, I'm using my large tapered brush from Sigma Cosmetics. It's got a point to it, which is great for like under the eye, so you can get right in those corners. Now I'm going to contour using my small tapered face brush from Sigma Cosmetics. It's called a highlighter, but I never use it for highlighting. And I've taken a darker mineralized powder. This is MAC Cosmetics dark powder. This is where you put that dark color when you make the kissy face. And I'm going in small circular motions, doing the same on this side. And that is all the contouring I'll do. I don't really contour my nose. I look funny with a nose contour. That's up to you. But some people would put the darkness right here to define the nose a little bit better. Again, I'm going for more of an everyday kind of look. Okay, I'm back and I've done one eye in a winged liner. I know it's very hard for people to accomplish the winged eye, so I'm going to show you how I do mine. Taking Sigma's small eyeliner brush, it's a very tiny synthetic haired brush. I like to use Wet n Wild cream liner. All brands make a gel or cream liner. The one that I use is a drugstore brand, and yes, they dry out very, very easily, which is why I use a drugstore brand, because the Wet n Wild one is super black. And when it does dry out, I can replace it easily for $4. Okay, now pulling the skin of the eye taut, I just make tiny little strokes outward. And then the line should be thin on the inside of the eye. So now you see I have somewhat of a shape there. You could just keep adjusting it. Keeping my eye open, I go from the corner of the eye, small strokes using the very tip of the brush. I'm not pressing down at all. I'm just bringing it outward, and then I'm going to connect my top line. Of course, I would make a little bit of a mess of it. And now that I have my outline, I'll pull the eye and actually drag the brush, making the edges clean. And filling in that center. And that's how I achieve my winged eyeliner. I'm going to put on an eyelash. That doesn't mean that you have to. A lot of people would think that it's crazy to put on an eyelash for an everyday look. But that's why it's my everyday look and not yours. I'm using the Almay Intense Eye Color Mascara. MAC's Gold Deposit on my cheekbones. This is basically acting as my blush. Right on the top of the cheekbone there. And I did that using Sigma Cosmetics Large Contour Brush. Now for my classic lip. You could put on whatever lip gloss you want. Most people wouldn't wear a dark red lip during the day, I guess. I do. That's my look. This is my signature look, in fact. Minus the winged eyeliner. I just keep my eye very basic, no eyeshadow whatsoever, just an eyelash. But again, for the sake of this video, I did winged eyeliner since I get so many questions about it. I'm using a very deep, dark lip pencil from Jordana. I know that they sell Jordana at Walgreens. Very cheap. I got this for like $1. And the color is Plum. And you want to make sure that your lips are super dry. You'll notice in this entire video my lips looked way ashy. That's number one because I have no chapstick on, but also when you put foundation and concealer around the lips, they look crusty. So don't worry, I don't suffer from chronic ashy lips. It's just the concealer. when you're putting on a matte lipstick, which is what I'm about to put on, or any lipstick really, you want to make sure you don't lick your lips beforehand when you're putting on your lipstick. Just leave your lip super dry. I'm taking this very, very dark Wet n Wild color. It's super, super dark. It's called 918D, and that is Wet n Wild, which is a drugstore brand. Just put that on my top lip. And truthfully, I will take any bright red lipstick that I can find, any variation of it. Normally, I'll use MAC's Red Racer, which was part of the Hey Sailor collection. Any combination of bright red and this dark purple will come up with some variation of the lip color that I'm always wearing. So I'm taking 901D from Wet n Wild, another drugstore Wet n Wild lipstick, and I'm putting that on my bottom lip. Rub them together. Okay guys, there is your completed everyday look. Again, what is everyday to me is not everyday to you, or maybe it is. It is just a matter of preference. So as usual, you could go down below into the show more option that's under this video. If you click on that, you'll see a list of all of the products that I've used to achieve this look, a list of all of the places that you can find me on social media, as well as that 10% off discount code to Sigma Cosmetics, where you can purchase all of the brushes that you saw me use. And don't forget, if you want to learn how I did the top knot, I have a video for that. Very simple, cute look that's really easy to achieve, and I love wearing it. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you right back here really soon. Bye.